welcome back to Simply Fujica, a place for budding and aspiring entrepreneurs. Guys, I have a good one for you today because I know you're used to us talking about all things home care, and listen, those things are important, but it's the holiday season. It's time to have a little bit of fun. So I recently saw a video from, I think her name is Her Daughter's Closet, I want to say. I will actually have a picture of her up on the screen by the time this gets posted. And she actually did a day in the life of her assistant. Well, as you guys know, a while ago I was looking for an assistant, and I've had her now for how long?
I believe it's 3 months.
It's been about 3 months? It seems longer than that. So, this is her. This is Yesenia. So, first of all, do you want to kind of introduce yourself?
Sure, my name is Yesenia. A lot of people call me Yessie because it's a lot easier. And I have been with Fujica, I want to say it's about 3 months. It could be a little bit longer. And it has been a blast. It has been fun, and it has definitely been a blessing for me.
But why don't you just kind of let them know, what do you do for me?
So typically, wake up, come to the office, we check our agenda, check our emails. Sometimes coffee is in there. Most of the time, coffee is in there. And then as soon as we get together, we come together, we ask each other how we're doing, how we're feeling, and just catching up on what we need to do. And then as soon as we get started, work is we get it done. So we record a few videos, we go through emails.
I do want to stop her where she said we stop and check in with each other. I love that she said that, and I'm glad that that means a lot to her, because it means a lot to me. And this is what I encourage you guys to do is, as we have experiences through corporate America, I know we are quick to think of the things we don't like and think of the things that are unfair, or just there's really not a lot of personable things that happen when you're climbing those corporate ladders. So when you do, have the business and the opportunity to hire someone else, you want to make sure that you give those experiences that you wish you had. And so for me, I'm thankful for everything that she does for me, absolutely. But I'm interested in her as a person. So we have prayed together. Anytime you guys see videos behind the scenes where I'm interviewing somebody, or remember I kind of spread my wings last month with a Wednesday night of worship in our business series. She's coordinating all of that. She's putting all of that stuff together behind the scenes just so I can get on the camera and do what I do. So I did want to say thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Because I think, like I told her in the interview, this experience is going to be hers as well as mine. So I want to make sure that it's fruitful for her as well.
It's been great. It's been amazing.
Yay. So tell me, what do you like most about
being Fujica's assistant?
Being Fujica's assistant.
What I like most about, and I would say it's different to be an assistant for different people, but I love Fujica's personality, her openness, her understanding, her kindness, and I do think when you want to be somebody's assistant, you want to learn and grow from them. So I definitely am happy that I'm able to learn a lot from Fujica and grow as well as a person.
Yes. And I know I'm going to slide some home care in here. You guys, I'm going to do that because I know I spend a lot of time talking about, so when should I hire someone? Who should I hire? Just to kind of take a step back, and you guys remember that journey that I did, a vlog I did a while back. I had really just got to the point of my business, because remember, Simply Fujica is absolutely where I get to be creative. It's where I get to kind of really just kind of spread my wings and, do something for you guys, right? I'm helping a lot of you start your businesses, get licensed, and it is such a blessing for me. But I also run a whole separate business. And so I had really got to the point where I just could not do it all by myself. And so I had tried and failed a couple of times with hiring, HR assistants and doing, other positions that just didn't work out in the long run. And so my husband says, maybe you just need someone to assist you. And so what really attracted me to Yesenia, it was kind of twofold. Part of the interview process, I don't even know if I shared this with you. Part of the interview process is I had them go look on my my YouTube channel, and my social media was a mess. So I think, did I say Instagram? I don't even remember now.
No, it's just YouTube.
I think I said just YouTube. That's all I'm really doing. So I had her go look at it, and anyone who was a candidate, and I wanted them to come back and give me some first raw impressions, and then what are some ways that it can improve? Because I'm not gonna act like I'm perfect in front of anybody, right? The way she came back to that interview with her suggestions, they were written down. I was like, I need her on my team. I need her on my team because she came with so many realistic things. Because I had people come back and tell me all types of crap, and I'm just like, okay, well, I don't know how I can do that right now. But she really came with some I felt real good advice, number one. Because she has had that experience in terms of running social media platforms for a company. So I really was sitting here, I was taking notes. I'm interviewing her, but I'm taking notes on some of the stuff that she said. And that made me really, also what really impressed me about her too is, she's a young married mom. And so the fact that she's like, hey, if I can give 120% while I'm with you in the office, but then have that flexibility to go home and be a mom, I dig that. I remember wanting that myself. So I'm like, hey, let's come together, let's be on the same page, and go home and be with your baby, So I think the fact that she's such a professional, but she really forces me to kind of grow. It's been really good. Okay, so you were starting and you were talking about kind of going through your day. We get our agendas together. One thing, you guys, a trait that you would need to look for in your assistant, flexibility, because she also, initially I wanted her to come on, help me with YouTube, help me with my platforms and all of that. She's actually helping me with my business as well. So the flexibility has to be there. But so tell us about the other part of it. So how you help the business.
So the other part when it comes to the business is we check payroll. I do payroll with Fujica. I check the timesheets, and anything that she needs help with when it comes to completing a task for her business, I really try to stay on top of it. Time management is really important. We have so many things coming at us left and right sometimes, especially we're in our fourth quarter and it's the busiest time for Fujica.
Yeah.
And so I have to be ready to, hey, we need this done yesterday. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna make it happen. So I think that just being flexible and making sure we get that done is important.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what I really will say too is you do want a person who has some life experience. I really feel that's, looking back, that's where I made a mistake. I can have a conversation with Yesenia. Next thing you know, she's actioning that. She's on the phone call trying to change that. She's trying to see who she can talk to see what needs to happen. And so I like that because I'm not asking her to do that. She just knows that it needs to get done, and I haven't had that before. So I think that is also something that I'm just like, thank you. I needed that. Okay, very good. And then recruiting. Let's talk about recruiting. You guys, recruiting is going to be so big in your business. You guys have heard me say this several times. It is fluid, meaning this is not a start and a stop. You will continue to recruit, but let me...
Definitely. As far as setting up interviews, talking to people, I think the biggest thing I've learned is just really, before you approach someone, just really look into their resume, and you're going to get multiple people applying for the same job, and you have to kind of realize, okay, this person has applied, so we need to just keep moving, or to see who really has the essence of being a part of your business long term. And sometimes, you learn a lot from the people that have been there minimal time as well, but you're looking for people that will be there long term and that care about your business as well.
Yes, that's a huge thing. You do want someone who cares about your business. So, so now that we're kind of coming to an end to this, what would you like to leave the audience with?
I would like everybody to know that if you are not following Fujica, follow her and subscribe to the channel.
Yes!
If you are interested in Fujica for the home care, you're definitely going to learn a lot. You're going to grow as a person. But I think as an individual, as a human that Fujica is, I think you're going to learn a lot for yourself as well. And I think for me that was important. She's my boss, but she's my friend, and I think that if you are her viewer, know that you're going to learn from her as a teacher, but she's going to be your friend too. Yeah. So I really encourage you to continue to follow her, and we care about you and she cares about you too.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for those kind words, Yesenia. I do have to say this really quickly. As she was talking, it kind of came to my mind. When you're looking to someone who is going to be your assistant, this person is close to you, right? You're spending a lot of time with them, you're interacting with them, you have to be close, you have to get your calendars together, you have to sync your calendars. I would say the one thing that's different about Yesenia that I didn't find before is we are like-minded, and that has helped. So just as for me, I really do feel like my calling is around women. I really want to get women to, really be their highest version of themselves, to really become the highest version of themselves so that they can give their gifts, serve their gifts to the world. That's just why I feel like I'm here. Well, her love is children, and I don't know if you want to talk about that a little bit.
Oh yeah, definitely. I love working with young kids. I love the ability of, that's the most important stage in their life of growth, and I think that we need to make an impact on them in those moments so that they can become better humans as an adult, or they can be better women, better men, better husbands, better wives. So to me, that's why it's so important.
Yes, nicely said. So I feel like because we are both believers, we are both, trying to raise our families, have successful marriages, and really leave our thumbprint here while we're here. I think that it makes a good kind of yin-yang relationship. So I'm so thankful that you allowed me to do this, because typically guys, and you guys may have got a little blur from her when I did my vision board video. She's kind of like, take the camera away from me, but I'm so thankful that you decided to do this. I thought it was really important that we sat down and had this discussion. So guys, listen to her. If you haven't already, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so that you're notified every time we release a new video. That's all we have today. Stay blessed. Okay, good. That's good.